Speaker, my adjournment today is for the Minister for Police, and the action I seek is that the Minister ask Victoria Police to make a formal apology to residents of 33 Alfred St, North Melbourne for the excessive, unnecessary and distressing police patrol that happened on Friday the 25th of September this year. On the 25th of September, approximately 25 police officers entered and patrolled the public housing high-rises at 33 Alfred Street. While residents are used to seeing small groups of police patrolling outside their buildings and often appreciate this visible presence, this was very different. This time, a large group of police entered their building, their home, and patrolled up and down each floor in groups, followed by a camera person. For residents, it was a scary sight because they'd just recently been through the police-enforced hard lockdown, and the large and sudden police presence on a Friday night made residents think that a hard lockdown was happening again, or that there was some kind of emergency or immediate danger. But when they asked police what was happening, they were simply told police were there for proactive media purposes. Others said they were there in response to gang violence and they had to be in big groups due to their safety, but it was not clear why police were there at all. And given the distress it caused, residents convened a meeting with police. I also had a meeting with police and I thank them for genuinely engaging with me and with the community. However, what I heard at the meeting was disturbing. We were told that essentially police had extra resources available because due to the curfew they didn't need to do their usual CBD patrols. So they looked around to see where they should do proactive patrols and they chose 33 Alfred Street. Not because of any threat or crime beyond a single armed robbery that had happened a number of streets away a couple of weeks beforehand. They took a camera crew with them to film for their own social media. To their credit, the police have admitted this should never have happened, but it is completely shocking to me that anyone in the police thought this was a good idea and that the decision wasn't questioned by anyone. Of all the places the police could have patrolled, why did they choose 33 Alfred Street, a place that had just come out of hard lockdown, where there was no actual threat and where they should know this is a group of people with a history of over-policing and racial policing? And on top of that, who thought it was a good idea to film this incident without residents' consent with the intention to share it on social media, which could have further marginalised and stigmatised this community? For years, I've heard from residents living in public housing who are sick and tired of being the target of unfair policing. I genuinely thought the police and government had learned lessons from Operation Molto and the hard lockdown, but it shows perhaps they have not. If we want our communities to trust the police, if we want them to work together with the police to keep their communities safe, the police needs to seriously look at how they do things, particularly on the public housing estates. Residents have told me they would like Victoria Police to make a formal apology for this incident. I also believe there needs to be an urgent independent review of the way in which public housing residents are policed to address concerns of over-policing and race-based policing. Thank you.